What's that one? Hey, Jesus. Can you hear me? Sweet. How you doing today? Good, good. Appreciate you jumping in. You're always the first one. Do you have the notification bell on? Because I swear you jump in before I even get myself fully ready. Gotcha. Man, that report about the Sig P320, that crap is crazy. I can't believe that they changed the verbiage of that. They know it's an issue. Ridiculous. Oh, thanks, Wit. I appreciate it. It's a work in progress. So, been working on this a couple weeks. This was just a storage room. I've been slowly but surely mounting my guns, and I got targets in here that I do dry fire practice. I don't know if you can see it, but the doorway behind me uh, leads to my cleaning area. I've got a workbench and my gun safe and all that stuff back there. When you got a house full of girls, it's nice to have a little place to call yours. Wit, is this your first time in here? I don't recognize your name. I'll give you a full tour on Signal. Jesus, that ain't a problem. Well, welcome, Wit. I'm a gun tuber. I've been doing it for a little over 3 months now. I've got 125 videos under my belt, so feel free to go check those videos out. And if you like my content, feel free to subscribe, man. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We'll be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm going to be giving away an order of snap caps, not like the cheap, uh, like $2 Amazon snap caps either. I'm going to get good ones in whatever caliber the winner wants. So if they want 5.56, I'll get those 9 mil, 12 gauge, whatever it may be. M4A1 or M16A4, 100% an M4A1 for me. What about you, Dave? Can I get a shout out? I've been sober for going on a year. Oh, well, that's good, Polo. Congratulations on getting a year clean. That is fantastic. Shout out to Polo. Let's put some W's in the chat for him getting sober. That is a tough feat, my man. I've been sober since 2018, so I feel you on that. It's rough. Do you have a 3D printer? You make your own snap caps? No, no. I do want to get. Well, I mean, I've purchased mine, of course, but for the giveaway, I definitely want to get the ones that have the the rubber insert and stuff. I don't want to get cheapies and have somebody, you know, mess up their firing pins or anything like that. M4A1, 4B, M4A1 for B more light and fast than M16, bro. Yeah. What's up, FB? Let me guess. Laying in bed? Yeah, the M16 is kind of like the crown jewel of it all, but I really want an M4A1. I am. Just got here. Cool. Yeah, sorry, FB, I didn't stick in your stream for too long. I did like your stream and stuff, of course, per usual, but I was actually at work. I was on a break and just like was starting to talk to you, and then I had a truck show up that I had to load. So I hope your stream went well. So everybody that's rolling in here, feel please double tap that screen, like the stream. It really helps push the algorithm. YouTube's been really going against anything gun related here lately, and this is the best way to fight it. 20K views, 100 subs. Hell yeah, FB. I think the last I checked, you were at like 16K. So did you have something that hit that gave you a whole bunch of subscribers? Because I thought you were around 10 whenever I first come into contact with you. It seems like you've jumped up a lot of subs here lately, which is just fantastic. Depends, M4 for short distance and urban war, M16 for traditional war or war and long distance. Hey Ryan, welcome to the stream, man. Let's start it off in the chat. What is everybody's EDC? What is your number one carry pistol? Dave, as far as common use of today, what would be most beneficial? I would say Glock and 9mm. But I mean, I love 1911s, so I'm picking Glock for definitely reliability and then ammo capacity. But 1911s, if I had one of those, it would definitely be 45. Hey Matthews, how's it going? Desert Eagle appendix makes the girls blush. I would like to try to see my skinny ass carry a Desert Eagle without printing. Glock is a great do-it-all well firer. It really is. It really is. And I don't own one. That's actually my next purchase, though. I need to get over that grip angle and just practice with it. Yeah, I get that, FE, but you're not supposed to print. Let your wiener just do the print. Other than that, no gun. Hey, J-Dog, how's it going? Just got my first rifle, a Henry Golden Boy. In Canada, things a bit harder. Yeah. What What caliber, Matthews? Those golden boys are beautiful. Nice, nice. 30-30. I want a golden boy hex barrel with or chambered in 357 or 4570, but I think for like just having fun shooting, a 357. Vincent, do you like AKs? I do like AKs. I like all guns anyway, to be honest with you. Besides the high point E cannon and the Sig P320. Other than that, I really do appreciate all firearms. And that's not counting like the gimmicky, super rare firearms either. My PP is too small to print. Looks more like a camel toe. What's the lever on the wall? The lever on the wall is just a regular Henry lever action 22 long rifle. Nothing fancy. It's just a good varmint gun. It's got a Simmons 3x9 on it. So does really well. All guns except PSA. And you know, J-Dog, I kind of disagree with you. I've shot a few PSAs and I've never had any the triggers are meh. You know, you can tell that they're budget, but as far as reliability issues, the ones I've shot, I haven't had any issues in that regard. They are definitely budget though. That's a visual for you. You're welcome. Thanks. Poor Meadow State. Yeah. I got a Henry single shot, 450 Bushmaster, and I'm hitting out to 310 yards, 2 to 3 in groups. Wow, that's nice. Vincent, the SKS is a Chinese Type 56. We did shorts with one of our Henrys. I'll have to go check that out. I did go onto your channel a while back, and I don't know, I probably watched 15 or 20 of your shorts. I really like the one with the KSG. I had a PSA AK pistol. Thing was trash. What was wrong with it? Unreliable? I have to side with J-Dog. I'll take a Sig 320 over PSA. Yeah, I'll side against you both. I'd rather have a PSA than a Sig 320. How's it going? I'm going to try not to say your name wrong. Daquavis? Let me know if I said that wrong. Hamilton Hunts, what's your opinion on the Sig situation? I don't like it. I don't like the way Sig is handling that. I was just talking with some of my buddies, some of my fellow gun tubers. So the first report that Sig put out, they said that their firearm will not go off without a full trigger pull. Well, now after that, this poor soul got killed by his own gun. The new report says the firearm will not go off unless you move the trigger to the rear. So, and then they changed it saying that not to carry around in the chamber. It's like they're handling it very shittily. Like if they would just say, you know, maybe there is a problem, which there is, do a recall, fix them, own up to the fact. Like they're just burying themselves right now. It's ridiculous. All right. Hey Daniel, I bought the KSG for my son. If they flipped automatically to the other tube, it would be great. Yeah, I was looking at the KSGs before I got my 590, and I don't know. I felt like there was a lot of moving parts to have reliability issues, and I didn't know enough about them. so I didn't feel comfortable buying one. The inside rails were bent from the factory, had to bend them to get the bolt carrier to ride smooth, and PSA's handguards are proprietary. Can't use hand block handguards on them. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, Allard. Thanks, Matthews. Have a good night. I agree. Wish they would just take responsibility. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, their 365s are really good shooting guns. I have not shot a P226, but I mean they make good guns. You're from Holland. Do you guys have gun nights there? The 320 is a modded hammer-fired gun. Poor design. I didn't like it from the start. I like the way it feels in my hand, like just the ergonomics of it. So, but I really don't know too much about them. Burton, what's your favorite gun that you have? Um, Man, that's a tough one. It's a toss-up. It's either my CZ 600 Alpha 6.5 Creedmoor. It's a bolt action. Or I have a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 metal. That is my concealed carry. I absolutely love that thing. I've got like 2,600 rounds through that and have not had one issue with it. It's just a runner. Allard, you can show the guns. I like it. Cool. Yeah, this is pretty much the view you're going to have. I can't touch any of them. YouTube hates it. I'll get banned if I do. So, would you own a P365 if you don't already? As of right now, the way Sig is treating stuff, no. Um, Again, if they would just own up to their shortcomings and do the consumer and their government contracts right, then yes, I would love to have a 365. They're a good shooting pistol, in my opinion. I got an M70 with some SLR handguards, and it's a solid AK. We haven't shot it a ton, but we have shot most of it with 3-inch Magnum slugs, buckshot, and turkey loads. Does it like the hotter loads? How smooth's the action? Everyone, make sure thumbs up, like, subscribe. Thumbs up is lit up, white, and subscribe. Oh, okay. I was struggling to read that, J Dog. Thanks, man. Yeah, everybody in here, be sure to double tap that screen. On the road to 1,000 subscribers as well. We're going to be doing a giveaway whenever we get there. I'm going to pick a lucky winner and going to be sending them an order of snap caps, not no cheapies, good ones, in whatever caliber they want them in. YouTube, you're gay. Don't even have to be in frame and took down 7 times. Yeah, J Dog, I think they do. They just hate you. Oh crap, YM's back. I bet you can't shoot sub 1 MOA at 100 with that bolt gun on the top. Bet you I can. They are too far on the denial train. Yeah, they are. Hamilton Hunts. Have you learned anything about the 360 Buckhammer yet? No, I have not, Hamilton. Thank you, Vincent. I really appreciate it. I punished the kid. It's different, but easy to short stroke. Yeah. You'll put $100 on it. You know that's a 6.5 Creed, right? It's really easy to do with that. That is a flat shooting rifle. Rule number 1, don't bet against someone on a bolt gun with a bolt gun. Hey, Eric. How's it going? Smash that sub button, y'all. Road to 1,000 subscribers. Say when. I have mine too. Post a video. I'll post mine. Then we can roast each other in the comments. Sound good, YM? Diablo, no. I've not. 6'5" greed. Good, just got done fishing. Me and my son slayed today. Oh, sweet. How many did you get? Does he have any content posted? I have no idea. Guns blazing. How's it going? We got a super gun tuber in the chat now. Guy's creeping on like 2 million subscribers. How's it going, man? And I swear, like every time you come on my stream, you just say that and then bow out. How's it going, Pat? Guns blazing. How's your channel been doing with the algorithm screw up with YouTube the past couple weeks? Did you take a pretty good hit too? Not sure if it's affecting bigger gun tubers or not, or if it's just us little guys. Working as always. Got to make that bread, man. Man, YM, you're on one tonight. Got 5 catfish, but they were like 25-pound cats. Wow, that's awesome. That's a lot of meat. Yeah, that sucks, guns blazing. At that point, 2 million though, it don't really affect you. Yeah. We've discussed it in our signal group and it's across the board. Yeah, we were discussing it on ours too. There's been a lot of bans and suspensions and stuff going around too on stuff that 100% did not happen. I think they incorporated some new AI crap in their algorithm and it really messed it up. Really messed it up. It's Grim up north. Hi, if you could only use one of the guns behind you for the rest of your life, which and why? Does it have to be in frame? Because I've got some more over here. They banned me when I had a cap gun on screen. Really? I say the reason for it is Missouri Attorney General suing social media over all this. It really picked up after that lawsuit. Oh, I got you. But anyway, the gun that I would pick behind me. Probably my CZ 65 Creed. Either I am just curious, to be honest, I'm terrified of guns. Why are you terrified of guns? Did something happen, or is it just because you don't understand them? You can always respect a firearm, but there ain't no reason to be scared of one. I got a hate speech strike for my white dog and black dog playing. What? No matter which one you pick, all of them have more foot-pounds of energy than your game. That's a CZ bolt action. Did I say something else? I thought I said CZ bolt action. Yeah, FE, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah, CZ makes bolts. That is, they actually have another one that I really wanted after the fact of me buying this one because I didn't know it was a thing. So that is a CZ 600 Alpha, but then they have a CZ 600 Trail, and uh, the Trail looks exactly like what's Sig Cross. I think that's their bolt action. It's a tactical bolt action with an M-lock rail, a skeletized buttstock with a adjustable cheek riser, fluted bolt. It's freaking nice. I got an animal abuse strike for shooting a wasp with an as seen on TV bug assault salt gun. Oh my god, that's so dumb. Scored a CZ 550 Ebony Classic in 30-06 last fall. Oh, that's sweet. All right, good night, FV. Thanks for jumping in. J Dog, it's whatever YouTube says. We're at the mercy of them, you know that. Sighting in guns is always fun. In my opinion, that's the funnest part. Going out to the range with a brand new gun and taking the time to sight it in. Listen to music and just forget about life's bullcrap for a while. Thoughts on 22 LR rifles for combat? Or 22 LR is not meant for it. I had to do Google's animal abuse re-education course. Uh, did you send them a description of what animal means in the dictionary? Where was the one person in chat that was talking about being scared of guns? Are you still in here? Why didn't an electrician nail up the Romex per code? No idea, man. I just have the place. Everyday Carry, how's it going? Good to see you, man. My most powerful rifle is the top one on the wall. That's a CZ 600 Alpha chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Also, I'll turn the camera real quick so you can see. I've got uh, some pistols on the wall that lets you guys take a gander at. Whoa. There you go. Thanks, Ross. I appreciate it. When I get back from Africa, I put all my photos on the internet. People, that's super happy for me. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of that. I remember watching a video of a guy taking down a giraffe, and there was a crap ton of hate. But then finally, there was somebody in there explaining that uh, alpha giraffes can get very territorial and can kill young and like cause a lot of problems, and they have to be taken out. That's the only way to like save the rest of the herd. So you know, that people just automatically jump to conclusions. I have a 6.5. It's not that powerful. My 300 mag is way more. Yeah, 6.5 is really accurate though. But as far as my collection, that's the most powerful one I've got. No, that is a Ruger 5.7, which it's the top right one that's hanging next to the Pledge of Allegiance. Thanks, EDC. I appreciate it. Thanks, Jacob. All right, I'm going to turn you guys back. That right. There we go. Oh. Everybody in here, be sure to double tap the screen and like the stream. It really helps push the algorithm. And if you haven't yet, be sure to hit that sub button. On the road to 1,000 subscribers right now. I know we can get there. Thanks, Beer. Greatly appreciate that. Just so you all know, I've got over 100 videos under my belt. So after the stream or whenever you need to hop off, feel free to go check all that out. Let me know what you think. Share it with your buddies. Hey, Digger, how's it going? Tim, what's your most powerful gun? Your 300? Michael R. Algorithm worked. I don't know you. I am from Czech Republic, and here it's 3 a.m. right now. Hey, well, that's cool. You need to go to bed, though. That's late. Welcome to the stream. I'm the guy, the deep concealed carry inside me. Okay, I remember you. I remember you. Dwayne, hey, I found you again, and I subbed the other day. It kicked me out. What did it kick you out for? Salvo, no, I have not. I have not. Anybody who doesn't sub likes Taylor Swift. I don't know. I was watching, and it just brought me back to YouTube homepage. That's odd. I had a lot of people on the last stream I was doing, though, so I want to say I think I heard from somebody like sub 1,000 subscribers. I think they limit you on how many people can join your stream, and maybe at a certain point it starts kicking people out. I don't know. I'm really new to all of this, so I've just been figuring it out as we go. Reddit stories, dude, I'm feeling so bored. What should I do? Well, what are you into? Bastards. Yeah. Hey, Jay. Welcome to the stream. Be sure to double tap that screen and like it. Really helps me out. What kind of Glock you got? I don't actually have a Glock. So I did a video a while back I'm getting ready to buy my first Glock, and I let my subscribers choose for me. So I'm going to be getting a Glock 19 MOS. So I was choosing between a Glock 17, a Glock 19, or a Glock 21. What type of weather do you have in that case? Do you mean weapon? For the case is empty. It's just for showcase for you guys to give you something to look at. But what is supposed to be in it is a Ruger 5.7, which it's hanging on my wall. You can always dry fire and practice draw from concealment. Yep, exactly. I practice at least 3 or 4 days a week for at least a half an hour. Nice looking SKS on the wall. Hard to get good buys on them anymore. Yeah, they're getting kind of scarce. So I got that one and 600 rounds of 7.62 by 39 for $600. The lever action is a Henry lever action 22 with a Simmons 3x9 on it. Jord, no, I do not have any swords. Well, get yourself a new rod, Reddit, if you like fishing. Yeah, I heard that too, Guns. I just, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to see, like, once I get into the shop and start handling some. So, because I had some people jumping in saying a Glock 45 as well. Join GSSF, Glock Support Shooting Foundation, get a blue label coupon. What is that, just take money off the MSRP? How's it going, Minnow? Welcome to the stream. Be sure to double tap the screen, like the stream, really helps out the algorithm. And if any of you guys haven't, be sure to subscribe. I like Glocks. There's no safeties that won't work because all the lube from the deep. My favorite shotgun is Mossberg 590. I like pump actions. Also get to take armored classes, operator course at Glock Pro. Oh, cool. EDC, yes, that is the shockwave at the bottom. JB, yes, it does have an optic. It has a Vortex Spark Solar. I actually just posted a video yesterday about it, so feel free to go check that video out. It is my latest YouTube short. Jord, no, I do not have any long-barreled shotguns. My favorite rifle is an AR-15, and favorite shotgun is Mossberg 590. Oh, cool, beer. Thank you. I'll have to check that out. Passed your permit today? Oh, awesome. Congratulations. Do you have a 300 Win Mag? No, sorry. I do not have a 300 Win Mag. Jose, I can kind of agree with you. I don't absolutely love Ruger. They have a lot of good firearms, but I have one bad story with them. I ended up buying a Ruger SR45, and I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I sent it to Ruger twice because I couldn't even get through a magazine. I have like 2 or 3 malfunctions. and like brand new. And they finally ended up giving me a and with a polished ramp, um, guide rod, spring, everything. And it seems to be running okay now. I've put 4 magazines through it and I haven't had any issues. But with the amount of problems that I had with it in the beginning, I don't trust it. And I really actually just I want to get something else, which is actually the reason why I was talking in that video about me getting a Glock 21 because I do really want a reliable 45. Do I use slugs? No, I use 3/4 double aught buck. Hey Twisties, how's it going? My favorite optic brand is Vortex. I've got Vortex on almost everything that I own. But my favorite optic in general is the Vortex Strike Fire 2 Red Dot. Colt 1911 is the best handgun. 1911. Uh, After their break-in period, yeah, they're not too bad. A buddy of mine down the road bought a Colt 1911, and he had a lot of problems with it. Mr. J, no, no, I do not have a Sig P320. One of my relatives bought a Glock 21 for $30,000 in India. Are you talking 30,000 American dollars? Because that's highway robbery. Yeah, Twisty's one of the other Rugers I have as a rifle. I do like the Ruger 5.7 though. I wouldn't go that far EDC. Yeah, Vortex is awesome radio. Thank you. And what's your favorite topic? You mean optic? I already answered that. Hey, Michael, welcome to the stream. Be sure to double tap the screen and like the stream. Really helps me out. Oh, sweet, Twisties. What shotguns you get? What's my opinion on full auto pistols? I mean, they're cool to watch people shoot. I wouldn't mind shooting one myself. Is it practical? No, not in my opinion. They are cool though. Better be rubles. Yeah. What's your favorite rifle? AR-15. Thanks, Dell. Appreciate it. I got a Phil Serps K31 Schmidt 1896 Evan Grand Seiko M39. Wow. Sharpshooter. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm working on it. Collection's getting better and better. Stevens Tactical 320. I don't even know what that is. That doesn't ring a bell to me. So Albertson, a 308 would be an AR-10, and then 223, 5.56 are the two chamberings that you can use together. If it's 5.56, you can shoot 223, but if it's chambered in 223, you cannot shoot 5.56. Thinking of buying a Duria DY9. What's your opinion on that? I don't have an opinion on that. I've never handled one, never shot one. I won't give my opinion on something if I don't have hands-on experience with it. What do you think about going into night vision? I've thought about it. I've thought about it just to have some. I wouldn't mind doing some videos. A lot of the stuff that I'm buying now is just more so for the YouTube page and like things that I think you guys would like. And I'd like to get myself a set of nods and do some night range videos. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Albertson, I do have 223. I do not have 308. I was deciding whenever I was getting my bolt gun if I wanted to do 308 or 6.5 Creed. But if Illinois lifts their semi-automatic ban, um, then I will get an AR-10 chambered in 308. Do you go hunting? I do go hunting, but I don't gun hunt. I use my bow for that. Built a couple custom bolt rifles looking to get my feet wet with AR-15s before the unavoidable dive into the deep end. Where should I start? I don't own one yet. Alex, what is your budget? How much are you wanting to spend? Not counting the optic or the lasers or the light or like whatever else you want to do to it. The rifle itself with a base set of irons, like a good starting rifle. What is your budget? Jesus going to invade Canada. I wouldn't invade Canada. You poor people have enough problems up there. I'm old, had more time to acquire, no more child support. What is the rifle on the top of your wall with the large scope? Justin, that is a CZ600 Alpha chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Hey, Tech Dad, you can't get an AR platform because of the ban. Yeah, I can't. I can't, unfortunately. So, but there's a lawsuit going right now. I'm hoping maybe not by next year. And if the ban gets lifted, I'm going nuts. So all you guys in here, be ready because for one, I'm gonna drop a banger of a video. I swear, I'm gonna drop like 1,000 rounds. My first video, and then I'm gonna go crazy. And I really want to get myself an AK. I'm gonna get myself an AR-10, probably another AR-15. Yeah, get it while I can. Yeah. I would say 1,000 for a starter, but I'd like to build one for somewhere around 2K would be doable without an optic. Okay, so 2K can get you a very good gun, a very good gun. I would start looking at BCM. Um, I have shot a couple stag arms, and I know some people don't like them. I personally haven't had anything wrong to say or bad to say about them. Uh, I don't know. If it was me, I would either do BCM or Daniel Defense. I don't know. There's probably some guys in here that would be able to give you a lot more insight than me. So, because I'm limited being as in the state that I'm in, I can't. So, Alex, I do like 300 Blackout. Um, I would love to have myself a 300 Blackout suppressed shooting subsonics. Ace, I'm in Illinois. Premier, what would you buy for a first rifle, 243 or 6.5 Creedmoor? Well, if I had to choose between the two, um, I have a lot of experience with 6.5 Creedmoor. It's a very flat shooting. It's very reliable. The round is expensive, but it's very accurate. So I would go with 6.5 Creed. Woody, we have a semi-automatic weapon ban here in Illinois. So you can't go and get like an AR-15 or an AK-47, 74, nothing like that. Hey, Utah. How's it going, man? Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, yeah. So we can get pistols. Only we get a 15 round magazine limit. We can't have any more than 15 rounds. Um, and then, so the only semi-automatic rifles that I can get in the state of Illinois right now is a Mini 14, an M1 carbine, an SKS. So those are the ones that are legal. The reason why the SKS is legal is because it has a fixed magazine. It only holds 10 rounds, which is the limit that they require. And then it doesn't have a pistol grip. So it's regarded as featureless by their stupid terms. So if you already have it, is it legal? No. So whenever they put that in place, this is the reason why there's lawsuits and stuff going, because of the way they pulled this. The Supreme Court's ruled that any registries are unconstitutional and illegal. But whenever Pritzker did the semi-automatic weapon ban in 2023, by January 1st of 2024, anybody who had any were supposed to have them registered. And out of over like the 2 million gun owners in Illinois, I think it was like 3.03% of them registered their firearms. Do you like the 10.5-inch barrel AR-15? 300 blackout would be good for hog hunting and self-defense. So I would like a 10.3 AR-15 and like a Mark 18 clone. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I would like a shorty 300 blackout with a suppressor. That's my goal with the 300 blackout for sure. Have you ever needed to use your gun? I have for varmints stuff out here on my property, but as far as people, no. I hope I never have to. And see, that is the problem with the anti-gunners. You know, they see stuff like this, and they think we're out to look for violence, and we're not. Never have to use any of this stuff for those kinds of situations. I just enjoy shooting. It's fun. It's a hobby. You know, it's a way of life. It's a culture, and it's just so misunderstood. Oh yeah, nice collection. Plan on getting more myself. Awesome, Mag. Awesome. Yeah, Woody, 3%. Talk about a smack in the face to the governor. Loved it. Damn, come on over to Indiana. No registration or any mags. Yeah. Sad part, well, I would have to move to Indiana, which that's just not in the cards right now. But Indiana, I haven't gone deep into Indiana, but I went into Terre Haute. There's a place called Top Gun, and I tried going there, and they card you, and you can't get anything there. Once they see that you're from Illinois, they're like, nope. So it sucks. Gun you are most proud of? The gun I'm most proud of, probably my Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 metal. I have shot the dog shit out of that thing, and it has never let me down. It's an amazing gun. Justin, just bought your first CZ600 Alpha. Awesome, man. That's what that one is up there. I love it. I absolutely love it. You ought to give the first trigger setting a try. It is light as a feather. I wouldn't hunt with that setting, though. That would scare me. Jay, bro, it's an ego thing. James, no, I am not military. Not military. Yeah, Utah, I agree. I think 300 blackout is, I mean, it's just like 5.56 is meant to really get shot out of a 20-inch barrel. 300 blackout is meant to be shot suppressed. What's up, everybody? Hope you all are having a good week. Hey, thanks, John. I'm having a great week. What about you? Jay, bro, I can't have all these guns. It's my Second Amendment. No, I'm not starting my own army. It is a hobby. I enjoy guns. They are a work of art. I'm sorry that you misunderstand them. You're in the wrong place. You can stay, though. We can all conversate with you. I like talking to anti-gun people. What's your most controversial gun opinion that you think should be a common opinion? Ooh, wow, Alex, that is a great question. What is your most controversial gun opinion that you think should be a common opinion? Man. I think that us citizens should be able to have every handheld firearm that the military uses. The intention of the Second Amendment was for us, a well regulated militia, to help fight alongside our military in the event that something was to ever happen. The closest we ever came to that in like recent history, World War II, when Yamamoto attacked Pearl Harbor, he actually wanted to attack the mainland, but he knew how well armed American citizens were. That's why they chose Pearl Harbor instead. And, you know, so it's a deterrent. And I think that we should be able to have machine guns and all that, you know. I'm not saying that, you know, like some 18-year-old kid that has no experience with firearms whatsoever should be able to go to a gun store, you know, and buy an M4A1 or something. You know, I think some knowledge, maybe a class or something like that, should be required to get those kinds of firearms. But yeah, I think we should be able to get everything that the military uses within our hands. Not saying tanks or, you know, like an F-22 Raptor or anything like that. Oh, is Arms Room in here? Arms Room, how's it going? Definitely agree. Any controversial opinion you have that other gun people wouldn't agree with? No, that's really about it. I think most of us gun people are on a pretty similar mindset. My controversial is that you don't need to spend a pile of money on a firearm. If you can't shoot well, or more expensive gun won't fix the problem. Yeah, you know, and Philip, you're always going to have those people that buy all these fancy guns and then never shoot. You know, um, I wish I could handle these and show them to you, but like a lot of my guns, they've got dings and scratches and scuffs and all that, and I think that looks better than a pristine firearm, in my opinion. I like a little bit of wear and tear. Honest opinion about Sig P320 still being used for law enforcement and military use. Is it still a good sidearm to use? No. No, no, no. I don't think it is. And I'm really pissed off at Sig for how they're handling this. I would have respected them so much if they would have just been like, in a nutshell, like, oh shit, you know, something's wrong. Please send all of your P320s in. We will figure out what's going on. We will redesign it and we will send a new one to you. Like that would have skyrocketed Sig as like an iconic company. But no, they're burying themselves right now. James, yes, that's a Mossberg 590. F that, the military has a TR3B. I don't know what that is, Pat. That's why I'm working on moving to the States. Your gun laws are way better than here in Canada. Yeah. Twisties, I didn't know you were in Canada, man. That sucks so bad. Like, I thought being a gun tuber in Illinois was rough. Man, that's got to blow. The tree, the tree 20. The P320 is messed up, but there's definitely still idiots that will shoot themselves regardless of what kind of manual safety. Less pistol. Yeah, I get that. I 100% agree with you. But yes, there is something wrong with that gun. Something wrong. The fact that they went from saying the gun won't fire without a full trigger pull to this latest report that one of our guys, one of my fellow gun tubers, posted today, um, they changed their statement to saying the gun will not go off unless you pull the trigger to the rear, because that Washington guy did a video where he put like a millimeter of movement on the trigger and then started messing with the slide, and he got it to go off like 5 times in a row. And it bypassed two safeties and still fired. There's something really wrong with that design. I think Sig let their intern write that apology. The worst thing I've ever read from professionals. Yeah, agreed. I say 11 and a half, 5.56, and an 8.5, 300 blackout. I think 8.5 is a little short. I don't know if I'd go any shorter than 10 and a half or 10.3. I see better. They must implement the red flag rule on the medical criminal record. Yeah, I see. Wait, I see better. They must applicant the red flag rule on medical criminal record. Uh, so are you saying like if they're on any kind of medication and then any kind of criminal record that they shouldn't have firearms? I'm not understanding you. It absolutely does suck. They ban something every couple months. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are in sad shape up there. I wish you could just become the 51st state. Can you tell me about the Sig MCX? I can only tell you what I've read about it because I have not handled one or shot one. I really wanted one, but I'm not going to get one now. I'm not going to support a company that is willing to risk their consumers' lives when they know that one of their firearms has an issue. I will not support that company right now. He did an internal dive today too. Who did? I believe it's the sloppy frame. I have a P80 frame and it's tight. Mine and it's tight and make mine go off. I've tried. Mm. But I mean, there's a lot of pistols that have play. My Smith and Wesson M&P 2.0 metal has a little play in it. So, and it's drop safe. I trust that thing with my life 100%. They can't use the sloppy frame as an excuse. Yeah, Washington Gun Project. Okay, now I know what you meant. Yeah, he's awesome. He did really good, and he blew up too. He was a small gun tuber. I think that video's over 1 million views now. He's going to be making bank off that video. It won't go off with the P80 frame, is what I meant to say. Oh, all right. Tara, I don't know what you want me to say about it. Um, it just seems like a reliable rifle. It's aesthetically pleasing to look at. It's just a pretty much a typical 5.56 rifle. Okay, FF, I'm going to disagree with you on that. Okay. Um, you can get a felony for like not paying child support, and then you have your rights taken away. If somebody goes to jail and they get out, they pay their fines, they've done their time, they should get their rights back. If the government thinks that they shouldn't have their gun rights back, then why are they back in society? If they're that big of a threat, why are they in society? What they need to do is they need to quit pussyfooting around and actually punish people that need punished. Quit with this no zero bond crap and like letting people that you know stole a vehicle and like slapped a police officer around and then they let him out the next day, waiting for their next court case. Like, no, keep them in. But I don't agree with that. I think once you've done your time, I've met some really awesome people that did a lot of stupid things whenever they were 18, 19 years old. We were all kids. We all did stupid crap. We were just fortunate enough to not get caught. So I don't agree to that. Been like 15 minutes behind on live. I'm a dummy. I really like my 7.5 inch 5.56 1/7 twist 75 grain. I don't know. I think you lose a lot of velocity after a 10.3. Like the difference in velocity from a 10.3 to 11.5 is really substantial. I always say I'm an American trapped in a Canadian body. I mean, we always just call you guys our brothers up north. Bro, confession time. I'm a convicted felon. I've petitioned the court and got my rights back after 10 years. Awesome call sign. Awesome. So happy for you. Some of the best people I've met are ones that are like ex-drug addicts whenever they were kids or did a lot of stupid crap, did a dime in prison, whatever, got out, and they're the most trustworthy people. They have to learn life the hard way. So I know my 5-inch 5.56 flamethrower shoots its lead at about 9mm speed. I like how you call it the 5-inch flamethrower. I bet the fireballs out of that thing are insane. Have you shot it at night? What is the shotgun called on your left hanging on the wall? That is a Mossberg 590 12 gauge. You think you lose a lot of velocity? LOL, you do. LOL, that's physics. Yeah, you do. Crap ton. Keyhole king. Well, I've got some editing to do. Have a good night, brother. Hey, you too, Twisty. Really appreciate it. Everybody that's in here, be sure to double tap the screen and like the stream. Um, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We're on a road to 1,000 subscribers. We are going to be doing a 1,000 sub day, going to pick a lucky winner, and going to be giving away a order of snap caps in whatever caliber, 5.56, 12 gauge, 45, 9 mil, it don't matter. I think snap caps are very important for training, whether it be just practicing indoors, just using snap caps. One of my favorite ways is to throw my snap caps into my ammo can when I'm out at the range, and I don't watch and I just load. So you have no idea if you have a snap cap or a live round in there, and it helps you practice malfunctions. If you Google 5-inch 5.56 flamethrower, my build will pop up, and yes, that's why it got its name, 5-foot flames before the night shoot. It's like a flashbang launcher. It's similar to it, but it's 8-page or 8-gauge. Wow, Malik gun. I have yet to have it keyhole too, and I've seen people take 5-inch 5.56 to 300 yards and no key either. I've never shot an ARP that short at distance. I want your plate carrier. How can we work that out? Well, not going to happen, but you can buy one. That is Tacticon Armament. When are you doing that giveaway? I missed what you said. Justin, whenever I hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. We got a little bit yet. I don't know what I'm at subscriber wise right now, but before I started the stream, I was at 557. But once I hit 1,000, I'll post a video. I'll probably have anybody that sees it uh, maybe comment or whatever, and then I take all of those and I'll put them into a pool. I'll do a draw. I'll probably do it on a live stream. That's kind of what I'm thinking about doing right now. I don't know. I'm still up in the air about it. The giveaway's happening. I'm not up in the air on that. I just don't know how I'm going to go about doing it. 10.5 does really well out to 150 yards and then really spreads out about 5-inch groups. Yeah, which, I mean, Kyle, 5-inch groups, that's still lethal. Jacob, will I have to go to sleep before I get grounded by? Have a good night. All right, Jacob, have a good night. Get some rest. He's going to be out of jail, but we have to protect people from him because his history, nothing guaranteed, bro. Nothing's guaranteed with anybody. People die from vehicles all the time. People die from getting poisoned all the time. I mean, there's no 100% certainty and safety in any aspect of our lives, ever. So they make gun deaths out to be this bad thing, but it is like low on the totem pole as far as what kills humans every day, 365 days a year. That's just, they're pushing that agenda, making it out to be a hell of a lot worse than it actually is. And they're actually putting police shootings in those statistics too. So that's a false narrative. So, like, you know, if a police officer shoots somebody, that goes into that statistic. They don't tell you that. Malik, I have had that plate carrier for 1.5 now, and I wear it all the time, like whenever I run drills and stuff. I've ran drills and like drop prone, and I mean, I wouldn't say I've used it like military style, but I've used it. I haven't just been like a range princess and just put it on. Like, I've rolled around and done a lot of stuff with it, and I have no tears, you know, no seams coming open or anything like that. So I'm impressed with it. There's a lot of reasons to have a 5.56 and various barrel lengths. It's the course of action after AR number 3 or more. Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody's first AR-15 should be a 16. After that, you can get like an SPR, do like a 20-inch, and then you can get a shorty. Got to get ready for work. Have a good evening. You too, Justin. Thank you so much. Does cover actual AIDS. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, ban forks. Makes people fat, die from heart attacks. Yeah, length, twist, and grain weight, 100%. What, 11.5 sub MOA at 500? What's the twist? 1.7? Had a Spartan Systems for 10 years. It's really heavy. with ceramic, but held up very well. Yeah, Spartan was out of my price range whenever I was looking. That's the reason why I went with tactical armament. Spartan's expensive, but also it's kind of like a buy once, cry once kind of thing. But I've been really impressed with that one. So, no, not cops, not that level. What are you talking about then? Because the statistic as far as firearm deaths, the police shootings are in that. Rodheimer, hey, greetings from America. Super cool. RTS level 4 is reasonably priced, a little heavy though. Yeah, I've got Spartan 3A plus plates in mine, steel. Vaxxon barrel, get this, it will blow your mind. 11.5 mid-length gas length. Okay. Shed, once Illinois allows us to have our rights back, I'm definitely going to be diving into that a lot more. I can only get what I can get right now, so. Everybody that's jumping in here, be sure to double tap that screen and like the stream. Feel free to check out. I've got over 100 videos. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button. On our way to 1,000 subs. They are frag coded, call sign. Yep. But I mean, it's kind of the so steel you can get hit multiple times. Ceramic they get real weak after getting shot. But the downside to ceramic is it gets real weak after being hit. Steel holds up, but you get spalling with that. So don't ask for permission. It's your right, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah, I understand. But also, I work hard to provide for my family. I don't want to risk getting in trouble and losing all of that just because I have a gun that they say I'm not allowed to have. I wish they would just make it easier. LA police gear for hybrid ceramics, poly with ceramic face, lightweight. Yeah, I was looking at ceramic plates whenever I was going to buy mine. Thanks, Malik. I really appreciate it. Don't ask, don't tell will always be my motto. It has like 0 dwell time, like an inch past gas block. Wow. Shed, is that a bull barrel? I'll have to check out LA police gear. I haven't looked them up. I heard a lot of good things about Spartan, and I was trying to look up a whole kit, but man, they're pricey. So I ended up going with the Tacticon Armament vest, and then bought Spartan plates. SOCOM. All right. What do you guys think about the 8.6 blackout? Have you guys seen that round? That is gnarly. In my opinion, it's like the 45 ACP of rifle rounds. It hits like a truck. Caught them on sale a few years ago. Got 2 sets, me and my son-in-law. Cool. Yeah, I know what you meant, Jed. One guy tested them in video, stopped 338 Lapua at backyard. Oh, backyard distance. Wow. Yeah, I at least want my plates to be able to stop the popular rounds that would be in the area, like in our country. So I at least wanted that. But yeah, Shed, you and I have had this conversation numerous times. I've just been, you know, trying to get kind of like a do-it-all rig that I felt comfortable with, and that. Uh, so Tacticon Armament, one cool thing that they do is the NIJ certifications on their plates. Whenever you buy plates from them, they send you the NIJ certification sheet. And what they do is they have one sheet and they cut it into a whole bunch of different plates. And then they take a set out of that sheet and they shoot the dog shit out of them and see how they do. And then they take that certification and send it with the rest of the plates on that sheet. So that's specific to the metallurgy of the sheet that your plates came from. That is one thing I liked about them. Call sign depending on the sale or time around $100 for 3 NIJ, more like 3 plus and 120 for 4. Honestly, my go-to rig is a chest rig with no plates. I would rather be able to move faster. I could, I could agree with you. But also at the same time, like, why don't you just have a chest rig with plates if you need it, and then just an ammo carrier? What's your thoughts in military going 6.8 Fury? Do you think that round is worth the money? I was looking at building an XCR, and very much about 6.8 Fury. Um, it's a wild round, but I mean, I'm sure that they probably have done significant testing on it, but I don't know. I think the 223 Wild, the 223 556, 556 green tip. I don't know. I think that that's a good enough round as it is. I don't know if they'd be able to keep up production on 6.8 Fury with it being so new. The ballistics on it is really good though. And I'm not really sure how the military, like the infantry, feel about it, just because it is a heavier round, and to them guys, ounces is pounds. So I haven't really talked with anybody that's active duty and like what their thought of it is, because I have no personal experience with that round. I have never shot it. Yeah, the stopping power on it's really good. That's, um, kind of like that 8.6 blackout. The stopping power on that round is nasty. I hand load 270 with 110 grain Hornady VMAX, 3,400 feet per second. 3,400. That's insane. Hey, Brooke, how's it going? Sorry, I almost missed your message there. Be sure to double tap your screen and like the stream. Really helps me out. Any of you guys going to be doing any shooting this week? Any competitions or just going to the range? Uh, any of you doing any YouTube videos? 8.6 blackout is gnarly. I had to look that up. I'm surprised that round can send with that size of a cartridge. Yeah, I know. It is a huge round. First time I ever seen a picture of that round, I was already like super interested in it. Too dang hot in Phoenix. I bet. It's been really hot here. I couldn't imagine. What rifle you use for deer or moose or bear? I've never been moose hunting or bear hunting. So, and I do deer hunt, but I don't gun hunt. These are just plinking rifles and having fun. Some of them home defense if I ever have to. But I bow hunt. I'm trying to sight in the BKF AR, and it's pissing me off. I can't get it to group only 50 grain. Will shoot out of it. Well, uh what's the barrel length and stuff? Upper, lower? Like, are you having malfunctions? I had a 60-pound bow. Never been rifle hunting. Yeah, I actually use a crossbow. I'm double jointed in my elbows, and so whenever I go to draw, my elbow, like here's my hand, my elbow sticks out about an inch past my hand. So whenever I go to draw and I try to rest it on my cheek, whenever I release, it smacks the side of my elbow. Hurts so bad. And if I think about it, I can lock my arm in a little bit, but I already know in the heat of the moment, if I'm up in my tree stand and I have like a big buck walk in front of me, I'm not going to think about that. So I just choose to shoot a crossbow. What's the twist rate? I had to load a 50 grain 223 for a 1 in 12. 1 in 7 twist, 16-inch runs great, gassed perfectly. Have to identical rifles, and for some reason it won't group. That's odd. 1 in 7 at 16 inches should be grouping great. Did you say they were hand loads? What tips for arrows? Just the normal 3-sided broadheads. I don't use the mechanical ones because I tried using those once and they're expensive, and my first one broke. Whereas my standard broadheads, uh, just sharpen them and you can get multiple uses out of them. If someone was creeping around the bushes, rifle or shotgun? Shotgun for me. Naturally, if I was to pick any of them, my first gun I would grab would be my pistol, but that's just because that's my concealed carry. It's always next to me, and it's my bedside gun, but I also have my shotgun in close proximity. No, not bird shots, double up buck, 2 3/4. I'd rather send a few 9 mm rounds downrange than birdshot. My EDC, depending, I actually have two of them. If it's a hot summer day and I'm only wearing a t-shirt and not like I usually wear a lot of pearl snaps and stuff, uh, but if I'm just wearing a t-shirt, I have a Smith& Wesson Shield 1.0, small, uh, that doesn't print. But if I have a pearl snap on or something like that where I can conceal a little bit more, I use my Smith& Wesson M&P 2.0 metal. It's a full-size pistol, uh, 15 round capacity. It's got a Vortex Defender XL red dot and then a TLR1 Streamline. Yeah, Johnny, you don't want to use birdshot, not for home defense. Yeah, the 2.0s are very nice. They are a big step forward from the 1.0s, especially in regards to the trigger. The trigger on my 1.0 is gritty. Hey, Asandring, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And then once I get this Glock, that'll be another one that I'll start carrying. I'm like a woman with purses. I like to have options. Asandring, since you just jumped in, don't forget to double tap that screen and like the stream. Also, anybody else in here, if you haven't yet, be sure to hit that sub button. Really helps me out and pushes the algorithm. Don't they have a trigger upgrade kits for the older M&Ps? I mean, you could just put an Apex trigger in it. I think that's what a lot of people do. It's just, I don't know. So with a concealed carry gun, I try not, I say that and I'm carrying my metal, but I try not to carry a gun that's too expensive or has a lot of upgrades, because in the event that you have to use it, you're going to lose it. Yeah, you might end up getting arrested. I know that you're going to lose your firearm during the investigation. Lord knows how long they're going to have it before you get it back. So you don't want to have, too much money in it and be out that money. So I like the 1.0 because that's a gun that I don't care if I have to lose. Apex trigger is a night and day upgrade for the M&P. Made me a believer. For sure. Yeah, Apexes are really nice. I'm glad y'all like the M&P. Both me and wife traded ours in its personal preference. Yeah, yep. That's what's awesome about the gun world. There's so many different options for everybody. I'll never steer anybody away from any like gun manufacturer, like the well-respected ones. Um, you know, Canik, Ruger, uh, Colt, Walter, uh, Smith and Wesson, Glock. The list can go on because what we might not like might be something that somebody else likes. I hate it whenever people gripe to new shooters that are looking to buy their first like concealed carry or something, and they're telling them like, don't get a Glock, they're overrated pieces of crap, or uh, don't get a Walter, those are for rich assholes, or that's just dumb. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that they're not going to. You don't know what grip texture they're going to prefer. You don't know what grip angle they're going to prefer. You don't know what ergonomics that they're going to like. The only thing that all of us as gun owners should be doing is steering new gun owners in the right direction of reliability, and that's it. That's where our opinions should stop. Okay? You tell them the list of guns that you know are reliable and that are going to work whenever they need it, and let them hold all of these guns and figure out which one feels best to them. Except P320s. I didn't say Sig. No, Sig is not well respected. Not anymore. That's why I didn't say it. Nah, fuck that. I don't care about the money. My life has no value. I want the best tool I can have to my advantage. Exactly. Hey, Gunner. Welcome to the stream. Double tap that screen, man. Help me out. I know that the Sig P320 is reliable. I'm not going to knock that. But they're not a respected company anymore for the majority. I agree, but trigger upgrade on a handgun is weird to me. I've always seen a handgun as a secondary. It just needs to be reliable. Well, Shed, I think we're talking more so in concealed carry. So concealed carry situations as a civilian, that's your primary. So there's kind of a little bit different standards when it comes to concealed carry situations. And I mean, that's fine. You can conceal carry a P226. I'm not knocking the 226. Okay, it's a good gun. I also like the 365, but I'm only talking about Sig as a company with their whole 320 crap that's going on. They know that there's an issue with that pistol and they ain't doing squat about it. Yeah, the P365 is another really good gun. Before this whole crap went down, I was eyeballing the Legion, but I won't support them. Not now. I don't own a single Sig. Yeah, they're more worried about the M18 contracts than being held accountable. Yeah, it's money in politics. They don't give a crap about anything else. And that's, the opposite. That's what I can say about Glock, for example. A lot of people give them hate. There's a lot of anti-Glock people out there. But, Glock found a system for their pistols that work, and they have stuck with it. they've made different size grips, different size slides. They've done different calibers, and then they've named them all different weird numbers that I can't keep up with. But a Glock will always run. Okay, they are known for being one of the most reliable pistols on the market. So that's what they have going for them. Smith & Wesson is also, especially their M&P series, they are a very reliable pistol. I trust my life with mine 100%. But what I like about Smith & Wesson more than I do Glock is, one, personal preference. I like the grip angle on a Smith & Wesson better. But I grew up shooting 1911s, so I'm used to that grip angle. But I feel like Smith & Wesson listens to their customer base a lot more because, anything that a consumer gripes about on the M&P, when they come out with the next one, it seems like those features have been added, or like features that they didn't want got removed. Like the M&P metal, they have removable back straps for different size hands. They changed their grip texture. They made their mag release bigger. They have ones meant for concealed carry where they make it a little bit more slim. They do really well at trying to attack every avenue for each type of consumer, which I really like that. Glock is awesome. They are the best of the best. Agreed. They definitely are a gun that runs. If somebody handed me a Glock, I would not turn it down. And their red handgun dots suck, and they take forever to warranty. Yeah. At classes, the Shield 365 and the G43 have been best guns. I've seen everything else have problems. My only gripe with Glock is that I point with my index finger, not with my thumb. So, like whenever you address, you don't index with your thumb. You index with your finger before you put it into the trigger guard. Is that what you're saying? Because I always do it with my thumb. I don't know. It's just natural to me. Thoughts on the Ruger GP100? No. I'm the kind of person that won't give opinions on something if I don't have hands-on experience with. I've never shot one. I've never held one. So as far as like reliability and stuff, as far as I can tell, they ain't too bad. No. Nope. Hey, Julian. Welcome to the stream. Jonathan, I'm not even sure what the 686 Smith is, to be honest with you. So a little backstory on me. I grew up around guns, but I never was like actively into them. I shot them like with my grandpa and stuff. But I've only been getting into guns heavily the past 3 years. I bought my first gun 5 years ago. So there's probably a lot that, there is a lot that I just don't know. I've actually learned quite a bit from you guys doing these live streams, to be honest. As an instructor, I see every gun on the range, and Ruger handguns have been the most problematic. The most problematic gun that I've had in my collection has also been a Ruger. I got a Ruger SR45, and I don't like it. Thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate it. It's definitely I have a serious love for it. So I ended up getting a new friend like 5 years ago. He's my best friend now, and he's heavily into guns, and he's really who got me into it, showing me all different. I mean, he's got a massive collection. So I've got to shoot a whole bunch of guns. And he's been kind of my mentor. But he's a huge Glock guy. And whenever I went to go buy my first pistol, I was handling Glocks and handling Smith and Wessons, and I just like the feel of the Smith and Wesson better. I prefer the steep angle on a Glock. I have a Glock 19 Gen 5, and I've tried my friend's P365, and it's hard to get good groupings with the 365. Yeah, and I was actually the opposite of you, Malik. I was struggling to get good target acquisition with a Glock. But it's not because of the pistol, it's because of me. But I'm looking forward to getting one and then practicing with it. I like a challenge. And I'm gonna get an MOS, a Glock 19 MOS, but I'm not gonna slap a red dot on it just yet. I want to get good with the irons on the Glock first before I put on a dot. Julian, what do you mean by DL? Later off cam, grab your Glock and present. The slight alignment is concentric to your thumbs aimed forward. Then grab your M&P and present. Your alignment is concentric to your index finger. But okay, so that's weird because I address with my thumb with my M&P. Like I always index with my thumb whenever I address with my M&P. Am I wrong for doing that? I know that everybody shoots a little bit different, but there's kind of a basis for a good uh, grip on a pistol. What are you sorry for, Julian? I just didn't know what you meant by your last message. No reason to be sorry. Julian, are you a gun owner? If so, what's your firearm that you own? What's up, Robert? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Real quick, be sure to double tap that screen and like the stream. It really helps out the algorithm. YouTube hates us gun people. So trying to go against the agenda there. So really helps us out. And Robert, if this is your first time jumping in here, I'm a gun tuber. I've got a lot of videos on my channel. So feel free to go check them out. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button. When you get a Glock, look up Nomad defense frames. You might like the angle on the grip better than a stock Glock. Okay. What's the gun on the header of your doorway? Oh, James, that's actually just a BB gun. That was a BB gun that my grandpa gave me whenever I was a kid. It's just a little nostalgia piece that I have put up there. It's not a real gun. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate it. All right, everyone. Well, I think the stream's starting to slow down. I've been stuck at 22 viewers forever. I think YouTube has shut me down on people coming in. 'Cause I was sitting at like 85, and then it dropped down to 22, and it hasn't changed for 22. So it's creeping on 10 o'clock anyway. And so I think I'm going to go on ahead and shut the stream down for this evening. I appreciate every single one of you coming in here and chit chatting with me as always. So, oh, Pews and Paws. Hey, man, how's it going? I am doing good. Actually, getting ready to shut the stream down for the night, get off to bed. So, uh, Pews, real quick, double tap that screen and like the stream real quick just to help me out. But yeah, thanks everybody. If you haven't, double tap the screen, hit the subscribe button. I try to stream at least once a week, and then I post a video every day. So I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. Peace out.